just thinking what could I do for a video, and I've made all these things all my life, and this is a good example that that's the first thing I made in woodwork at school. The only thing we had at my school, the only good thing about it was we had a good woodwork teacher, and that was the first thing I made when I was about 11, something like that. And then of course you all know about Carl teaching me things, but since then of course I was just looking around, I've got all sorts I made, but a bit dusty under there. But if you see that mahogany table, I made that at school. It's a television table, you know, you put your telly on the top and that, and since then of course we've made all manner of things which you've seen or you can go back and look at, and some could come out better than others, right? That gavel, for instance, on my woodworking bit I did, that is the nicest thing I made. It's tactile, you know, it's just worked out. Sometimes things work out better than others. It wasn't the most difficult thing I did, because I can show you that this little box that I did, to get that to it's upside down because I've shown some on it, but look, it picks up, but you can undo it, you see. So that was quite difficult to do. Videos I should have got, which you've seen recently. I got Sonia with this, I've got two people with this. I should have had the blooming camera on, I really should, because they actually squealed. That was good. That's a fun object. So that's one thing, and I'll just show you a few more things I've made. I mean, you've seen all my lamps that I've made, you know, from ideas with all my tools. I mean, you've seen those, of course. And you've seen me clocks several times. You know, we had ideas for doing that. Well, it's all come from a good original education. That's the thing. And although that's a nice pretty clock and I wanted it in here, I still actually like the first one I did. Right, I like my big clock, of course, my one-handed clock, which you've seen many times, but that is actually my favourite. And I think I can safely say it took, well, it took as much effort as the one in the room. Right, I've got two more things to show you. You may remember I made that chessboard, I had that chess set, right, which is all jumbled up at the minute, of course, as you can see. But I made that by very carefully lining it, and took a lot of work, that did. It's fairly recent-ish, there's a video on it. And of course I did my little box, which still works, and I've shown people. Some of the things I've given away. And one thing, you see, I did another gavel that didn't really work out very well in my wood turning. But a long while ago, for something to do, I think before I was doing videos, I actually made a drafts board with a counter, right? And a draft set. And I made a box to put them in. There may be a video on these, there may not, I don't know. Anyway, I did those, you see. So you could probably look for that. There's lots and lots of things that you can make, and lots of ideas that you can use to do things with, you see. And of course my clocks. This one will never be used again, because I didn't have the spanners, did I? But you see, I did that and I lined it, right, with my angle grinder. So that will never be used again. But, you know, you've got to find homes for these things. Well, you can't see it very well, but there's another mahogany table that I made at school, right, look after these things, they last. And then, in the 70s, Carl got some of these, and they were like the end of things, and we made a table with them, you know, so that's still there. And of course, this I didn't get for a long while, but this is the last thing I made at school, my bedside cabinet, right? And we fetched it because it had been there for a long while and it cost quite a lot of money. Again, it's mahogany, and my father had it for years until I found it at home, you know, when they did it. So, you know, as I said, proper furniture, properly made, lasts an awful long time, providing you look after it. Long before YouTube videos, there's also other things I've made, like the cabinet for that speaker, and it's sort of never been used. And there's another one here. You've seen it in loads of videos, right? There's another, what they call loudspeaker in there, and I don't think it's ever been used, you know. It was just something that we made quite a number of years ago. And it's better to be productive than destructive. I'm pretty sure you'll agree with that. So there you go. It's just a little video I thought of doing today, something we can do, because it's I've been out and, well, I missed opportunity in a way. I probably should have done a video on Saturday. I was not feeling too bad, and I went to Newark. Well, went to Newark to the Nottingham Tractor and Engine Show, you know, and it's a big place, and I forgot how big it is, but I just wanted to enjoy the day, which I did. Anyway, unfortunately, it must have knocked me up a bit, I think, because yesterday I was not very good at all, and today I'm struggling a bit, but we've recovered a little bit. So that's it. Anyway, it's just, as I say, a brief look round of what you can do and what you can make and how long it can last, because make something and make a quality product and it'll last you a lifetime. Hope you've enjoyed this.